do ASMR. Thank you.
That's
Gross.
fucking horrendous.
Do you want us to make kissing sounds throughout?
All throughout.
All right, good.
I want your tongues on it. I can't read out these stories for shit, man.
So, Phoebe, done any good poos recently?
Not on the podcast.
Is that everything?
Hello, and welcome back to
Is That Everything?
Phoebe hates when we say that together.
Yeah.
I'm David Thomas,
I'm Phoebe Mills.
and we are... Do you want to try that one again?
Okay. I'm Phoebe Mills.
Please keep the first one in.
What did you do? Did you burn?
I'm Phoebe Mills.
My voice cracked like a teenage boy.
Phoebe's going through puberty.
Yeah.
It's been a tough time.
Yeah, finally.
And this is a first because it's not just us.
No!
Oh my God.
I know!
Hey, guys.
Hi!
I'm so buzzing to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you.
Oh, my goodness.
This is Josh of famed gross cake eating from my 30th.
It was gross. It was
was.
so gross. I've
Yeah.
got a bone to pick with you about that, David, actually, because
you?
I said that I would try it. And
Oh.
I meant that I would just have a little corner of it, but you cut me off a slab.
Yeah,
of
try
cake.
a slice of
Yeah.
the
No,
disgusting
no,
cake.
It was a slice?
I meant a little nubbin, a little
And
bit.
you did.
I did, and I regretted it.
You definitely had a
immediately.
nubbin.
I had a nubbin.
It was definitely a nubbin.
It was a bite. It was a full bite,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think, which I think warranted more than the
Yeah.
3 points that I got.
Did you got
for
3?
It was 3.
Oh.
It wasn't 5, which I know that you mentioned on the podcast
Oh,
last time.
that was brutal.
It was 3.
That
If
was
people
brutal.
want context on this as well, go back and listen to episode 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
it's
too
all
much to
in
get into
No, yeah.
now, but
Yeah.
Josh ate a minging cake.
there. It was awful.
It
It was
was-
basically what was it? It was the cake from Friends. That
Yeah,
Rachel
so they made the...
You know, like
they-
mince and jelly.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
but it
made-
was like uncooked. It was just like a slab of uncooked gelatin. Was that right?
No. It was all cooked in terms of
Yeah.
because my mate Tanya did it. Yeah, no.
It was all edible.
It was all edible, but she did tell me afterwards that she was constantly keeping an eye on you all night
Really?
because even though it was technically all
Amazing.
edible, she was
Worried.
worried.
No, fair
She
enough.
was worried that she'd poisoned
I
you.
did only eat I ate the first mouthful and then that was as much as I could bear. I immediately regretted my actions, but there were so many people looking at us and I
It
just
was-
couldn't back down.
Josh, it was so funny.
It was more
The
than anyone
highlight of
else
the
did
night.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So have we even said your full name?
Have
This
you
is
said
Josh
my-
Barrow
Hello.
joining us today on the podcast.
Hello. I forgot this
He
was
eats
being
minced
recorded.
beef and jelly in his
Yum.
spare time.
Yum.
And has to keep a banana nearby if you're watching this. If you're listening, you have to take it on faith.
This
that there
is
a
my
banana
therapy
nearby.
banana.
Yeah.
I
We're
take
also
it with me
matching
everywhere I go.
inadvertently. We've sort of come in matching outfits somewhat today,
Yeah, we've got kind of Simpsons
but not Phoebe.
based.
I don't have any Simpsons-based jumpers or t-shirts.
Why not?
Pathetic.
I know Josh from NYT. We did NYT 10 years ago.
10 years ago. This year.
10 years this
I've known
year.
this person
Bloody hell.
for 10 years. 10 years
I
this person
know.
has been in my
You need
life.
a medal.
I need a fucking medal.
Trophy.
Yeah.
And then I think you met Josh around the same time I met you, or did you know Josh just before?
Through the mutual friend that we
Mutual
know
friend.
one another through.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
We've invoked his name a few times now, so he will just appear
Yeah.
in one episode.
Yeah.
We'll
Like
just
Voldemort.
edit him in replacing Josh.
There he is.
Uh,
how's it going?
it's like he's in. We'll get him to do you when he comes on.
Oh, God. He will.
He will.
Unprompted. He'll
I'm
just-
sure he will, yeah. We've known each other the same amount of time. Me and you've known one another.
Yeah,
right? The last
yeah.
sort of like 5-6
That's
years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Josh is the star of Dear England and Hostage. Now on
Hostage on
Netflix.
Netflix. Dear England's not on Netflix.
No.
No, Dear England was at the National. In
It
the
was
West
it was a
End,
live
at the National.
You know, like if they sometimes they do Netflix on stage.
But they just put it. It just all happens in front of you.
Yeah, and
instead.
it's in real time.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
record it. You can't pause it.
No.
Yeah.
And you can't get avocado on toast or your Costa coffees. And this is why house prices. Sorry,
It was in a theatre.
I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
And it was great. And also has just been adapted to, can we say that? A BBC.
It has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Jordan
be.
Pickford.
It's gonna be on BBC.
It's going to be on BBC.
That's exciting. When's that coming out?
It's coming out next year. It'll be before the World Cup. The actual date we don't know yet because it's too early to say, but it will be before the World Cup, so before next summer.
Perfect. Are you all right?
I think I'm going to burp.
Let it out. Better out than in, I always say. Go on.
It didn't come. It just sort of gurgled. And then...
You got a burp in you?
I had one, but then I leant away from the mic.
It's all up to me. So, moving on to the main meat of the podcast, where we talk about Josh's nightmare customer
I'm in the hot seat
stories.
today.
Every week, actually, we've been talking about yours. They've all been sent in by Josh. This guy's lived a life.
Yeah.
Man, lived too
many
customer service
personalities.
jobs.
Yeah. So, would you like to kick off as the guest?
Let's do it.
You've brought in at least one story.
I do.
Right?
I've got a story. It's just like I'd just like to hear your thoughts on it. So as Phoebe might have said already, we used to work together at so we used to work together at a theatre in town that was playing quite a well-known show. Still going. But it's a show that attracts a lot of people from all over the world, and so you're kind of dealing with like anybody and everybody, and it's a successful show and it sells out quite a lot. So this one day I'm standing in the queue, managing the queue for the merchandise shop, and I get approached by an elderly American couple.
Right.
Nothing against Americans. They're all fine.
But something against the elderly.
They're all
something
fine.
against the elderly Americans. Yeah. But it was just this particular American couple, they were quite boisterous, let me say.
I'm shocked.
No.
However, the husband, like I say, probably a gentleman in his 60s, was quite obviously losing his hearing.
Right.
And he was and I think those people who are losing their hearing, but they kind of don't want to admit that they're losing their hearing, and then it suddenly that they can't hear anything, it becomes everybody else's problem.
Yes.
So and bless his wife, his wife was kind of doing her best to just be like, he can't hear very well, all the while he's like looking around like this, like a startled dog, like just going like, where am I, what's going on? So like she's trying to do her best to articulate him. So and he says to me, and I can't even remember what he says to me, but he asks me a question and I tell him the answer and he says, what? But every time he does it, he's getting closer and closer. He's kind of like pushing his ear closer and closer to me. And he's like, and every time I he asks me the question again, and I say the answer again, and he's getting more and more and more irate, and his wife is slowly starting to lose control of the situation, and he gets to the point where he is about like my face is here, and he is like there, and I'm speaking directly into the man's ear, because I understand the situation, and I'm just like, this is the answer.
You've got a little cone with your hand.
This
I said
this is the answer to your question. But then, again, he is here, can't hear a thing, and he just swipes his hand at me and calls me an idiot boy. He calls me idiot boy. And
because he can't hear you.
Because he can't hear me.
Did he actually catch you with his hand?
But because he was so close, he was like, he kind of like, I managed to do a bit of that.
Yeah.
But
grazed you.
He grazed, but like I felt the gust go kind of across my nose. I was like, you could have just full on like swiped me and caught me right on like.
Do you think he was trying to?
I
do you
don't
think it was just
know.
a dismissive?
I don't know if it was just
boy.
a dismissive thing, but like I don't know if it was a case of he didn't realise how close, but he wasn't fucking blind. Sorry, I'm allowed to swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Okay. Well,
censor yourself.
All of our
shit.
all our sponsors have been pulled now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry, but yeah, he was just like he could see me, and he just kind of swiped right at me, and called me an idiot boy, and his wife just kind of sat there going. I'm so sorry.
You're not an idiot boy.
You're not an idiot boy. You're not.
Do you remember the bit of information you were trying to get across
I've
to
got
him?
no idea. I can't remember.
But I assume it would have just been run of the mill.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It
It could have been like, where are the toilets?
Yeah.
It could have been like that, and and
They're not on this level.
Yeah,
They're
you
downstairs or
go
upstairs.
downstairs.
Huh?
And this is it, you go
What?
down, you go down. The nearest gentleman, you just go down the stairs and round. That's where they are. What? Just go down the stairs and round. What? I said, where are the toilets? Yeah. So that is my. So I nearly got knocked out by a deaf old American man who called me an
Brilliant.
idiot
Boy.
boy.
Yeah. I've never had, even inadvertently or accidentally, I've never had a customer like swipe at
Yeah,
my
mate,
face.
full on. Like,
That's a first.
yeah, he put on like, and he really like nearly got me like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I've worked in
hell.
bars. I've worked in pubs.
Sure.
And I've
Yeah,
never had
yeah,
anybody like actually like take a swing at me before.
Yeah.
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 There's,
no.
It's always, I find with couples and it is an older person thing, generally speaking. With couples or with like two friends, there's always a nice one who will go, sorry.
Yeah.
And one who will swipe at you and call you an idiot boy.
Yeah, man.
Right? And like, I don't know why they always find each other.
Yeah, they do.
They're
It's
always
like
a
their
couple, they're always
temperaments
friends.
obviously
Yeah.
like just like align with each other or level each other out or something. But
Yeah.
but I mean, to be fair, like the woman herself wasn't this quiet, quaint little dot of a person. She
Yeah.
herself was quite like, oh, look at that, look at this, all of that. Like, again, nothing against Americans, but like,
It's starting to sound like it.
oh, fucking hell.
justified.
I hope you don't have much of an American fan base. But,
Oh, that's all our fan base.
Yeah.
fucking
They're
well,
all Americans.
sorry, guys.
No sponsors, no fan base.
Yeah.
We're like 15 minutes in and you've
Yeah.
fucked it.
Yeah, cancelled already. But yeah, man, they were. She was considerably more polite than he was because she was just constantly apologising on behalf of him, and it was my fault that he couldn't hear.
Of
Oh,
course,
of course.
yeah.
In this
Of
busy,
course.
in this busy foyer, where you know what, I'd have all the sympathy, if you're struggling to hear, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. There's a lot of people around, a lot of kids running around as well.
Yeah.
And like, I've got all the sympathy for you, but you know,
But also take responsibility for your own.
yeah.
For your
Don't
own
make it
needs in
everybody
that.
else's
Yeah,
problem.
don't make it like if you know and you're like, I'm overwhelmed or I can't hear. Have sort of the decency to be like, sorry, could you just
Yeah.
can we go stand to the side for a second to a quieter place so I can hear
course.
you?
Can you tell my
Or,
wife?
yeah,
so
could
she
you tell
can-
my wife
yeah,
so she
yeah,
can
yeah.
direct me? You know, because also, surely she heard what you had to say.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And she was doing nothing to tell him where the toilets were, if that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, like, she was doing absolutely nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
solve the situation other than just apologising on behalf of him. Bear in mind, I also have a very charming Geordie accent.
Yeah.
Which sometimes, particularly in that job, I would have to, you know, tone down in temper ever so slightly, which I was happy to do, of course.
I mean, we used to do different accents sometimes.
Absolutely.
I still do that at work sometimes.
Yeah.
I do different accents.
Yeah,
to
but
different
you've
people.
been warned about your accents, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Because you do the bad ones,
Yeah.
don't you? Just because, I might do posh today, and you go, you familiar with the Bangladeshi accent? You go, Phoebe, no!
No, I didn't know where that was going now.
My accent's maybe a bit more toned down or subtle, I guess, than some of the northern accents, present
Palpable.
company included. But even me, if I go into a cafe and I order something with like oat milk, they'll go, you want that without milk? And I'm like,
yeah.
with oat milk. And then they get you. I don't know if you've had that
Oh,
struggle.
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that was a big part of this guy, beyond his hearing thing, not knowing northern accents?
I mean, maybe.
And being
but I
like,
don't.
huh?
But again, like, I was well practiced at this point.
Sure.
I was like, I definitely.
You
like,
are an actor.
I was very.
So-
But as well, like, I mean, you know, like, as I said, you're dealing with people from all over the world. You're dealing with people who don't speak English.
No, yeah.
And it's like, so, you know, you've got to kind of like accommodate that. But like, so I was doing all of this work. And with every I was trying to speak a little bit more.
Yeah.
Also, you're
Read proper.
read proper.
Read proper.
I think for him to have got to the point where he wafted at
Yeah,
you and
mate.
went, idiot
Full
boy,
on, like, it's like
what
you-
did he think you were doing to get that angry?
Yeah,
Did he
mate.
think you were going,
He
just to
was-
like wind him up?
He was angry at himself. Let's
He
be
was.
honest.
This is
He
it.
was angry.
And this is
He
what
was.
I
It was
mean.
built up frustration, and it got taken out on you, like most of dodgy customers.
Therapy
and
corner
customer
with
service.
Phoebe Mills.
Yeah,
It's all their own problem. It's all their own stuff.
absolutely.
But then they put it on you, and it becomes your problem.
And now that man is on a podcast.
Great, fantastic. Thank you for sharing that.
That's a solid
That is
gold
a solid,
story.
Thank you.
You idiot boy.
Idiot boy.
You
Idiot
boy.
boy. Okay, I'll go with this one because it'll ease
Hit
us in.
us.
Because there's some that are like, there's one that's truly disgusting.
Oh, I've got a few like that.
yeah,
I've got
yeah,
one
yeah,
fired
yeah.
and ready to go that's minging.
Oh, okay, all right.
Fantastic.
I'll go with this one. This one's just annoying. I have so many stories from working in body care. But one time, a guy came in with his wife and asked for 300 Nivea gift sets. We only had about 180. So they said, yeah, no, that'll be fine. But we had to get them from all of the displays around the entire shop. So we got them all down and we tallied them up. And they said they'd come back and pay because they didn't want to have to wait for us to go and get all of the ones on display. They didn't come back.
Oh, fucking
And then
hell.
we stored them all in the back and we waited for them and they didn't come back to actually purchase them. They never came back. And then we had to go and put them all back out on display.
That feels like they've been pranked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
It feels like
It
they've
feels
been
like a prank from right from the off.
Yeah.
I need 100, 200, 300,
Yeah,
however
yeah.
many you can give me.
Nivea gift sets.
Yeah, I'm not paying now though.
It's
I'll
like
pay- I'll
they've
pay when I
just
see 'em.
decided that outside, being like, wouldn't this be hilarious
Yeah.
if we did that? 100%.
Yeah. Let's go in and see and watch them.
Because
Yeah.
what can you think of a situation where there's a sincere need for like just under 200 Nivea gift sets?
You just want
Even
a
if
very,
you have the
very
biggest family in the
supple
Yeah.
body.
he never wants to not
They're
be
all-
hydrated and
Yeah,
moisturised.
They're all on offer in time for Christmas.
Or
And you're
like-
like, right, that's my yearly stock.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I can think of is like, you remember when like you would have like one of those big pieces of like, I don't know if it was tarp or like a slide, but then you'd put like water and fairy liquid on it and just like
Like a slip and slide.
yeah,
slide,
like
just
a
run and
makeshift
slide
water
down
slide.
it.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
the only thing I can think of, but with Nivea.
Maybe he was
Cream.
secretly working for Nivea or a competing company to do like a big viral advert campaign.
Yeah.
It was like, Nivea's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
So-
But just to...
A swimming pool load of
But I
Nivea.
think in the event that this wasn't a prank.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, did he go somewhere else and find 300?
Maybe.
Like 300 sets of Nivea. Like, so
It's
he
like-
just so he's like, oh, I don't need to go back there anymore because someone just was like, yep, 300. There
yeah,
you go.
there you go.
And if
Yeah.
you're carrying
Bish, bash,
that
bosh.
many Nivea gift sets around with you, you can't exactly just quickly pop into a shop and go, so sorry, don't need that anymore, gonna get going.
How
now."
would you carry
You've got to get home.
that? How would you carry them? I
Where
guess
there's a
Don't
will.
slide home.
they
Doing all
said
the displays.
300
Yeah.
Nivea gift sets, so there's no distinction on whether
If there's a
that's
Bayless and
men's,
Harden
there's
in
no
there, I'm gonna
distinction
fucking
on whether
slap someone.
That's true. This is Dove for men. Get this shit out of it. I didn't ask for this.
Your story. I eased us in there with a real gentle one.
Yeah, are we ready for something fucking gross?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. So this is a story that they've titled "The Diaper Demon Incident,"
I'm in.
and this is from somebody called Cameron on Instagram. Said, "I was 19. I'm going to tell this like it's a spooky story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 19, working the register at a 24-hour store at 2 a.m. when she walked in, wild-eyed, barefoot, dragging a leaking rubbish bag. She slammed it on the conveyor and said, 'I need to return this.' It was a used adult diaper, many used diapers, dozens, sloshing. I said, 'Ma'am, we can't,' she shrieked,
Mum.
'Your brand did this to me.'" It was his mum.
Mum?
What brand? Of what? Was it vengeance? Karma? A cursed taco? They've really got into this story.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
not
they've
their
like-
first
they're
time
telling
this.
it well.
This is like a Reddit thread or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky Reddit stories next
Yeah, yeah,
episode.
yeah.
She then pulled a diaper from the bag and threw it at me like, and I quote, "a dodgeball from hell." It hit the plexiglass and slid down slowly like, again I quote, "a snail of shame." Security escorted her out as she screamed, "You'll all know soon enough."
This guy's looking for a book deal.
I haven't trusted customers or bodily fluids since.
Oh my god.
You'll know soon
You'll
enough.
know soon enough.
Thank God for the plexiglass.
Jesus Christ.
Right, like
Yeah.
it seems like from the language they use, and this is in America, so I assume so many convenience stores and stuff work behind like bulletproof glass.
Either that
But
or it was COVID times.
But I was just gonna say, if this was COVID, that would be your tipping point, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
man.
You're dealing with all the other shit from COVID, and then a woman comes in with a bin bag full of nappies
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
chucks them at you.
It's been like, you can't walk out that way. You've got to go round and then the one-way system.
Get out now! But yeah, via the one-way system in an orderly manner, keeping your distance. So that's the story of the diaper demon.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know where to start.
I don't know where to start either.
So
I am shocked.
I
Yeah.
don't have
I'm
many
shocked.
words, to be fair.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
Very well told.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah, excellent
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yeah,
abilities
thanks, Cameron,
there.
for
Yeah.
you really built the world up.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I mean, like a snail.
Like a snail of shame, was
Shame.
it?
Yeah.
You know, we've all had it with jobs where someone comes in and throws a
We've all
nappy
had
at
it
us.
when we've thrown our nappies at people.
yeah.
We've all
No.
been there.
But you've all had it at jobs where you have to do some horrible manual labour task. You've got to
Yeah, yeah.
unclog a fucking gross toilet or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've never ever been inches away from having a used full nappy thrown in my face.
An adult
An
nappy.
adult nappy.
Adult nappy.
That's
And
not
a
even
bin
like a
bag.
Yeah.
baby load either.
When is it
That's
like-
a full-on adult load.
When it said like the was it diaper devil,
Diaper
Diaper
demon.
demon.
diaper
yeah.
demon? I thought it was going to be a baby, like a babysitting job.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure, yeah.
And I was like, an adult. An adult.
But many diapers as well. Many.
Seemingly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so a full
Semen.
bin bag load.
And your brand did this to me.
There's so many different.
I
there's-
feel like
yeah.
that's them going. This is not strong enough.
Where
for
did
me.
he say that he worked? Where did he say that they worked? Was
Let
it
me
just
find
a
the wording.
convenience store.
I think that's what they
He wasn't
said.
working at like Taco Bell or something, because then that makes sense. That makes like
No,
Your company destroyed my bowels.
I'll tell you what, though.
have that. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
If it's
You
a
gave me
convenience,
food poisoning.
Yeah.
If it's a convenience store in America, they probably were selling like dodgy late night tacos or something.
Like service station prawn meal sandwiches,
Exactly.
something like that.
You've just had a prawn mayo sandwich, haven't you?
Yeah, come on. I can bloody tell. I'm sat next to him.
You'll all know soon enough. It just says working the register at a 24-hour store. This was at 2 a.m. as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it would have been a
Yeah,
convenience
Oh,
like
store,
a
I'm
and
convenience
guessing.
this is a
store,
bit of
yeah.
a detail I overlooked. She was barefoot.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think this person sounds very well.
I don't think she sounds very
No.
well. No, I feel like
I don't think that's the actions of a well person.
No,
No,
certainly
no.
not. Certainly not.
My goodness, though. I mean,
But it's the I can't get away from.
I love
it's,
how we all go. They were barefoot, so they're not well.
I was like, but
Yeah.
it's like it's the you'll all know soon
sorry
enough.
to put in, yeah, that we were fine with it up until no shoes.
This person is not okay.
They threw a bin bag full of used nappies at my face and went, "You'll know soon." We're like, that's funny.
You'll
Yeah.
know
They had
soon
no shoes.
enough.
That's not funny.
Oh no, there's more to this story that I need. It's like
this is deep now.
This is crazy.
Do you want another disgusting story?
Oh, please.
Of course.
Okay.
Straight in.
You'll know soon enough.
You'll know soon enough. Trigger warning for general grossness. I worked as a bartender / bar manager, and I had a regular, a grouchy old man who would never ever tip. And on this day, he was getting progressively drunker, and also insistently
And his nappy was getting progressively fuller.
and insistently flirting with me. He seemed uncomfortable and was fiddling with his face, so I asked, "Are you okay?" And he assured me that he was. Eventually, he went to the bathroom for quite a while, after which I saw him talking to my co-worker at a distance. I asked, "What's up?" And turns out he had asked my co-worker for a steak knife because the guy had a mouth abscess. He opened it with toothpicks and drained it in the sink in the bathroom, and he wanted a knife To finish up, he then left the drainage and toothpicks in the sink for our cleaning staff to deal with. I've had a few jobs since, and nothing has ever topped this.
That actually made my eyes water. That's... Ugh. When you were like, trigger warning for general grossness, I was like, we've just been talking about big sloppy poo.
It's what it says here. They've said
No,
warning.
of course. But, no, I get it now. Operating on your own mouth abscess in a bar bathroom. Fuck. Oh, my God.
After however many pints, just performing surgery on yourself, just with a
We've all been there.
toothpick.
Yeah, but the toothpicks didn't get it all, did it? That's why he wanted a steak knife.
Yeah, you needed to go and dig
Yeah,
in
you
deeper.
need to get in there.
Jesus.
After 3 or 4 pints, I get a little bit dancy. You know, when I get home,
Yeah,
after 6 or 7 pints, I start doing surgery on myself.
Yeah, just
Start
operating.
draining me
We've all been there.
It sounds like if it wasn't just like a mouth abscess and it was like, I don't know, like a big cut on his arm or something, like she'd interrupted somebody from like an action film.
Yeah.
Who's running in
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I need
yeah,
gauze now. And then
Yeah.
It tastes like breaking the seal to a whole new level.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
it? Like the toothpick,
Yeah.
just putting a little pop in it, and then it's like,
Oh.
okay, that's good, that's
But
good.
you
then you're
could-
like,
I mean-
no, that hasn't got it all
Yeah,
out.
yeah. You can
Can I
kind
have a
of
steak
imagine
knife?
it, though. You can kind of like, if you've got something like that and it's really bothering you, but you're like, why not go home? Why not go deal with that at home?
Yeah.
Or if it's that bad, take it to the hospital. You got an abscess in your mouth.
Do we get the sense this was in the US as well?
I've got no idea.
I don't know.
From kind of the language? Because if it's
Why?
in the
Because
UK...
they're all draining their abscesses. in
Was
the
this
sink.
their intention? Did they come to get like so pissed that they were like, right, I'm gonna drain my
Maybe,
abscess
yeah.
and-
I don't think it was their intention. Because she said, I think we have to go with the information at hand here. And she said that he was insistently flirting with her. I'm guessing this is a woman. I probably shouldn't assume at all. Could be a gent. But that because he was flirting, maybe he wanted to go somewhere, and he was like, well, I'd love to kiss this person or get on with, but they might find this abscess in my mouth.
Really well.
Yeah.
Drain my
But I need to get rid of
Yeah.
this.
The nerve to
Jesus.
flirt with the bar staff before you go and cut your own mouth abscess open and drain it in the
Drain
sink.
your
Yeah,
abscess.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is for you, baby.
Let's get out of it. Actually, give me 2 minutes.
That is horrifying.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Right, well, you were right.
Yeah.
Well, fair
That
enough.
ups
took
the
it-
level of
that
gross.
took it beyond that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
You're welcome.
what's the? It might not have to be first hand, but from somebody that you've worked with, what's the grossest story from a customer, from a staff member that you might have?
We had a woman who I used to work in a cider bar, and we had the area around kind of was frequented by people who liked to take a lot of drugs.
Right.
And there was one woman who came in and insisted that we let her use the toilet. And we'd had experience before with people, coming in using the toilet, not to use the toilet, but to do drugs.
Do a lot of drugs.
Do a lot of drugs. But it turns out this woman did actually need to use the toilet, because when we told her no, she pulled her trousers down and shat on our floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
That's up
happened-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened, not to me, but to somebody at the London Dungeons.
Wow.
Because there's no...
It's just a jump scare.
literally makes you shit yourself. No, apparently, because there's no toilets on the way around the dungeons. Anyone go in, there's no toilets. You've got to go at the beginning or at the end. But sometimes people will be like, oh, yeah, no, I've really got to go. So they go up to the actor, and at the end of the scene, or we take them backstage and we go, yeah, one of the managers will come and escort you to the toilet, and then you can go back in. But this person apparently, this is a second-hand story, couldn't wait, and they were like, can I just go here? And he sort of went, I mean, yeah, if you need to pee in a bottle, I guess. Like, I don't know, it was this young lad. And the guy just dropped his trousers and shat in a corner.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
I suppose
so
it adds to the
public
realism
as well.
of, like, the old
That's like a
Victorian
whole
streets and-
You'd think that was part of it, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Wow, they've really upped the smelling.
Yeah.
I've got another one that happened 2 days before I started. 4 days before I started. It was on Halloween last year, I think.
Right.
At the dungeons, someone, I don't know if you've been. Have you ever been? Oh yeah,
I have,
we went together.
we went together,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago.
8-9 years ago. There's a mirror maze.
Yes.
Well, someone took a shit in the mirror maze. And one of the trainers, I'm not going to name her, bless her, was doing a sweep, because you have to sweep the mirror maze to make sure there's nobody left in there before you can then let more people in. Or,
Sure.
You know, there is a light that tells you whether there are, but sometimes you have to sweep it, especially if it's busy. She walked in it.
Oh,
A human poo.
A human.
it is different as well, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
You know, oh, that dog poo, that's annoying.
Yeah,
There's no dogs in there.
No.
Human feces.
I wonder if it like if there was like in a mirror maze where it's like there's like lots of like different mirrors and you know it's like you know what I mean?
Poo, 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 poo,
Yeah,
poo,
all the
poo, poo,
poos
poo,
just,
poo,
like, everywhere.
That's a really bad acid trip.
Yeah.
Let me just round this section off then with a quick story about a lad that I used to walk to school with.
This is a good story.
This is a lad that I used to walk to school with and then very promptly stopped walking to school with.
Because of this.
Because of this.
Okay.
And because he was a bit weird in general, as you'll probably surmise from the story.
Fair.
He was always... I always got dead worried about like being late for school, but he would always make us dead late for school. So there's tensions there already, right? And we've been waiting around in his house for ages. And then he's like, right, let's set off. Get about halfway to school, and he goes, I need a poo. I'm going to have to go back. And I'm like, we're not going back, because you're going to get us another fucking late mark. He goes, well, I'm not pooing in school. Nobody poos in school. That's gross. And I'm like, well, you're not. I'm not going. You can go home. I'm carrying on. And he's thinking about it, and then he goes, no, let's go. And I'm like, okay, he's going to hold it. He's going to go in school. And then he shakes his leg, and out of his trouser leg just drops a poo. And he's like, right, off we go.
You've not told me that.
Have I never told you that? Yeah. So the thing that's always perplexed me is how was he so sure of the consistency? Because what if he just is a bit of diarrhea or a bit sloppy? Sorry. I know it's too real for you. What if he just did it and went and just all up his thigh and was like,
out.
anyway, off to school.
And then he just walked to school with a shitty arsehole.
Well, you think, yeah, all day he would
Or
just
a
have
shitty
shit in his
leg.
pants.
Or a shitty leg, because it
Yeah.
came down his leg.
He just shook it out
Like
of
a
his trouser
snail
leg.
of shame.
Yeah. What he could have used was an adult diaper. And that's
Oh,
real.
God.
That's 100% real.
So you say so this kid.
Shook
I mean,
it out.
was this the first instance? Like, I mean, I suppose this is quite a severe instance.
He'd not done it before, if that's what you're asking.
No.
One day, he just decided to just drop a shit out of his leg, and I was like, right, that's it. See you later. I'll walk with someone else.
And Leo will be on next week talking about.
I never dropped a shit out of my leg.
Do you want to read out another story?
Can I read one out?
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, do
let's
you
read
want
it. Can I
to?
Have you got one written down?
Here's a mental one for
Right,
you.
yeah, we'll give a...
Let me just clear everything else out of the way.
Sick.
Phoebe will expertly edit around this.
Expertly.
Obviously, I have read this one, but Phoebe has no idea of what this story's about.
Okay. So this is from Cam on Instagram. Another Cam. I think the first Cam.
There's a few cams
Yeah.
that message.
Okay, so here he goes. I worked in finance in a hospital years ago, and one time when I was still pretty new, the mortuary left a brain in a box on my desk because they got my name mixed up with someone who worked in the lab who was supposed to test it for the autopsy, and none of my co-workers were bothered, and no one told me what to do, so I had to just work with the box on my desk the whole day.
Oh, well,
That's
no.
it. That's the whole
the
story.
That is the story. So this guy just worked with a brain.
Oh
my God.
No.
I feel like we need to bring this one out in time for Halloween, don't we?
Yeah.
With
Man.
shit and abscesses and
I
brains.
don't know what.
A
I don't know what
brain.
to make. Again, I don't know what to make of that.
I
Yeah.
don't know what I'd do, because I'd want to like look at it, like properly be like, fuck, those things are in our heads.
like,
but I'd
take it
also
out.
find it really weird. Like
Yeah.
That is someone's brain.
that is someone's.
And like, does someone not need that quite urgently? Like, do you know what I mean? You know, what's this brain doing here in this box?
I don't think someone's like gone to work and been like, hang on.
I mean, a patient. Oh, one of the staff has gone, do you hold that for me for a bit? Cheers, mate, I'll come back.
I'm going to take a punt and say that whoever's brain it was doesn't need it anymore.
You never know, though.
Yeah, look.
You never know. Like, what? What the fuck do you do with just like a human brain in a box?
Wow.
I think you all right, Ben? Oh man,
Oh, excellent.
I think that is a unique situation. I can't think no one else has written in with the
But that's
exactly
it.
the
It's
same-
like
No, that's
how
a very unique
like what do you
situation.
do with that?
What's
how
in the box?
Yeah. What's in the box? Yeah, but well, like, do you,
Oh.
like, I almost wouldn't want to hand it in. I'd just be like, look at it, take pictures of it.
I
and
kind of want to like.
Yeah.
I'd want to touch it.
I'd want
Is
to
it a
touch
sensory
I'd
thing
wanna
for you?
touch
Would
it.
you want to like
yeah.
fart putty?
But I think I'd want to like cut it open and shit
Ooh,
and
it's
look
under my
inside
nails.
it and be like, whoa.
Okay, I think. Can we call the police, please? You just want to touch it. I want to cut it open and have a look inside it.
Yeah.
I want to see how a brain works from the
Yeah.
inside.
Do you not?
I mean, like, I feel like you wouldn't know that because it would be like you'd just be cutting open some fleshy gungy thing, right?
Yeah, man.
Don't-
Inside
you'll-
of a
you'll
brain.
Give him an erection, don't do that.
Cut a bit off, taste
Cut it open, look inside, take it home. Keep it in my bedroom.
That's me dinner.
It's like you turn full zombie.
Yeah.
It's like you start eating it and you're like, oh my gosh, I know
everything.
how to drive a plane.
Yeah.
I'm a pilot. Oh wow,
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
is that everything
I think that's all we've got time for on that section.
on that section?
We now come on to my favourite part of the show, no peeking,
Okay.
which is aptly titled Top and Bottom.
Top and bottom.
you
I love.
made this?
Why was that a question? You know, it's top and bottom. We've done this twice now.
Yeah. You tell me you're not familiar with Top and Bottom.
I'm talking to you, you prick.
You're telling me you don't know, Josh.
I know what top and bottom is. I've listened to this podcast.
What were you
before.
saying? Idiot boy.
What? What?
Huh?
What? Huh?
So, for people who are not familiar, Top and Bottom is where we spin a wheel that's full of random categories. It could be very weird. We had two really fucking
Really
tame ones. We talked about
so
tinned
tame.
goods.
Tinned
other things.
goods. You sticking your penis in a can of peas.
Yeah.
And
Standard.
What's
tame.
wrong with that?
And wedding venues.
So we're going to spin this wheel, and whatever it lands on,
I want the dirty
you
one.
are going to give us your top and bottom
Spin that shit.
in this category, and then we will do the same. Here we go. Interview questions.
Top and bottom interview questions.
Top and bottom interview questions. What is the absolute best and the absolute worst interview question that you could ask someone?
This.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
This is the way.
What's your top and bottom interview question?
Jesus Christ, I've got no idea. It's not really a kind of interview, but you know, on that first day when someone just goes, so you're going to say your name and something fun about yourself.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because because then you go, oh God, I'm really exposing a part of my personality here, because I'm just like this. Maybe what if the thing that I think is fun isn't fun, and everybody thinks I'm lame.
Like cutting bits out of brains and
Cutting
eating
bits
them.
out of brains.
Got a
yeah, but that
tattoo
is
on my
fun.
penis,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was last week,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
That was the last one. So the best kind of interview question is, would you like this job?
Yeah.
Because then I just go,
That's
yeah,
a solid answer.
Yes
Yeah.
or no.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate the question, do you have any questions? But I know it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking, fuck, I have to ask a question and I have to... I don't think it's a bottom one. I think it's obviously a good way for the company to see how you react to that. I think that's generally the
Sure.
thing. But in the moment, or you're thinking beforehand, you're like, if I don't ask anything, I don't look like I'm interested. But now I have to ask something, and it has to be good to show a certain level of intellect or a certain level of insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And-
It's your opportunity to be like, I've researched this
Yeah.
job, which I haven't, because it's a 0-hour contract
Yeah.
job that I just do for money. I
Yeah,
don't give a
yeah.
shit what you want me to
Yeah.
do. I don't care what any of my rules will be.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to turn up on the day, you tell me what to do, and then you give me money for
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
those
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
I don't care about what the job spec is. I have just looked at a job spec and put that
I will
into
work
my-
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
You will pay me.
You will pay me to work.
That's
Yeah.
it.
What if you ask a too invasive question?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
a question where they're like, oh, we don't want... Like, they want you to ask a question, but we also don't want someone who asks questions.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so how are the lunch breaks scheduled? Or what's, like, PTO or things like that? And they're like,
Sure.
oh.
Can I sleep on shift?
Yeah.
And we never did that, Josh.
Is your mum single?
That's a good interview question.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Straight up, is your mum single?
I thought there's quite a few that are at the bottom. I really hate, like you said, you guys were saying, why do you want this job? Like, you have to fake a whole backstory about,
mate.
I really love selling Barrows.
Yeah.
No,
honestly,
I just need a fucking job.
Yeah.
But I think the one that always gets me is, what's your greatest weakness?
Oh, yeah.
Because you still have to find a way to sort of spin it to a positive a bit.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
what
too much of a
I care
perfectionist.
too much.
Yeah. I just obsess over the small things. Also, the strengths one, though, because, I mean, you're always like, oh, I have to boast. It also shows the caliber of the jobs that we've been applying for. Because obviously, like comedian, performers, things like that, there'll be people who are like going into actual like proper corporate companies that are climbing up the career ladder and all of these things, where those kind of interview questions are probably important. But we're just like, we want this front of house job because we need some extra cash to support the thing we actually want to do.
Yeah.
We don't really give
I just
too
like
much
to
of a shit,
be
but
able to eat for the next month.
I just want to pay me rent,
And that's
basically.
why I'm talking to you right now.
I want to pay me rent at a job I don't have to care about too much, so I can drop it at any minute to go and pursue the thing I actually want to do.
Exactly.
That is why I'm here.
That's it. If I didn't like need to survive, we would not have met.
No, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
It's never been my life goal to work in this cafe.
Yeah.
I don't think we've come up with a top, have we? All interview
None
questions.
of them.
All interview questions are shit. How are you today? Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah. Do you know what I thought was
What
a
is
good
your
question?
name?
What's your
Yeah. What I thought was a good question, and then I realised the way that they were conducting these interviews. I can say this. I don't think this is out in anyone. I applied to work for a cinema chain years ago before the one that I eventually worked at. It was Odeon, if you want to include it. Cut that out if you don't. And their interview process was like, what's your favourite film? And at the time I was like, sick, great. And then, why is it your favourite film? So then when I'm telling them why, at the end of it was a Tarantino film, and at the end of it they just wrote down Tarantino fan. And they didn't write down any, and I tried to transfer it to the job, and I've, I'm a big fan of cinema, and then I'd love to work on the other side and see the inner workings. Tarantino fan. And one of them was, what film character would you describe yourself as? So because of me having shaggy hair and a beard, people have always said that I looked a bit like the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Great.
So I mentioned that and tried to, again, transfer it. I'd sort of calm under pressure, but committed to the thing. And they just wrote down, dude. And I was like, great. And I didn't get the job.
Nice.
Because there was probably people going, what film character would you describe yourself as? Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street, because I'm here every day. I'm ready to get that money. Determined. Yeah. Should we end with a little question for Josh?
Yep.
Let's do it.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever received?
So the worst piece of advice I ever received was from my current partner, who I love very much.
Here we go.
Hey!
You both you both know, but
We're stopping you in it now. Go
that
on.
Here we go.
a
Does she know you're saying
she
this?
does.
Okay.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
a mosquito bite, and we know that mosquito bites very annoying, very itchy.
I'm still covered from
Yeah.
Pompeii. Look, there's
And
3 of them there.
I
Fucking
believe
show
that
off.
she was told this by a friend of hers. So
You take a steak knife and a toothpick in a bar, you cut it open.
So if this is a genuine method, maybe we just did it wrong, but this was possibly the worst piece of advice I've ever been given. Was because she said to take my nail and just put a cross in. Have you heard this?
Matthew told me to do that literally on this holiday, and I was like, why the fuck did you tell me to do that?
Mate,
I
right,
have heard this.
Have you heard this? Right, so because it does not work.
Does fuck all.
Why would it? No disrespect to Matt or anybody, but why would that work?
It swelled up, and like it went from like a kind of standard red blotch on my skin to like a kind of greeny purple welt.
All right, mine didn't get that bad.
And it was like, what have you done to me? What have you made me? But like, and she did it. She got quite long nails as well, so she was just like,
what was on her nails? That's what I
I don't really know. But it was like this. But so you have heard of this, then you genuinely
Matthew,
have.
doing that or
Matt
something,
told me
yeah.
to
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
on this
yeah.
holiday, And he was like, it gets rid of the itching and the stinging. I'm like, does it fuck?
No, it doesn't.
Does it fuck?
No, it does not.
Jeez.
No, it does not. So that was like recently probably one of the worst pieces. There's
of
probably
advice.
worse than that.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough. Well, we'll get her on to counter that argument.
yeah,
now.
absolutely,
Yeah.
straight up.
I had some. Well, maybe I should save this for next one. I just remembered something. Like when I was at drama school, a lady told me that women shouldn't go to auditions with anything above their knees because knees are really ugly and they put off casting directors.
Okay.
That's what I was told at drama school.
Do you think that's feedback she had once and she's got really fucking ugly knees? Like gross knees.
She's like, look, nobody likes knees.
Nobody
so when
likes
you go
knees.
to a audition don't
Cover
have
your
your
knees.
knees showing. They're just ugly and it diverts attention.
Because then when you get the part and need to get your knees out, everyone's just going to be like,
yeah.
shield in my eyes.
Like, that was absolutely phenomenal. Are those knees?
Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
that's
I think that's
everything.
everything. Thank you for joining us. You're also going to join us for the next one.
I am.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Thanks for coming on.
Amazing.
Buzzing.
Thank you. All right.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Right. Should we just go from here?
Okay.
These are the noises so you can edit it.
Great.
Yeah.
Like a clapperboard.
Yeah.
Is that loud?